Hello everybody. I was coming round. I have a little piglet in my hand doing the tick-tocky thing. So I'll just put that on the floor. Oh, there we go. So, how's everybody today? Oh, sunshine's happening down here in Cornwall. I have to say, I hope everybody's only enjoying it in their own gardens and vicinities of. But there we go, that's all another story, isn't it? But there we go, let's have that round here because we're going to do happiness. Oh, here's Tom. He's been sat in the sunshine just outside the cupboard. It's the first day of summer as far as I'm concerned. My cupboard door is open. Let some fresh air in because we like that. And obviously the local cat, which is also lovely and all good. You will hear, I can hear my neighbours strimming and doing and things in the garden, so that's lovely. Hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction. So, what's going on, lovely peoples? Sunshine, as I say. And the worst horror of the day so far. I shaved me legs. Got to be sunshine now, hasn't it? Those of you that know me around the shows and classes and things like that, first opportunity whatsoever, out come the shorts. I hasten to add, not short shorts, because that wouldn't do anybody any good. These are like my knee-length denims, and they will be out for the foreseeable with a bit of luck. Has to be done. So yeah, the razor took. You should have seen what went down the plug hole. Whole different story altogether. I should have had a little catcher in there, I'm sure. Never mind. Okay, so that's me so far today. Sunshine, dirty. I've been playing. Let me move that out your way that you can maybe see this. All sorts of bits of paper, templatey things, yeah. So that's the next wittering block. I'm going to make that in a minute, ready for use for tomorrow. It's going to be a bit of piecing, and put it together, chop it up and turn it around and things like that, like we do with 9 patch and the like. I can hear a little cat down here playing, but a slightly different one. I don't know if anyone's done it before, but I haven't, so therefore I'm going to have a go. And obviously I shall be inviting you to all do your block floor of the witterings. Okay, so what else has gone on? Now, you lot are lovely. Photos of blocks and things going on. I'm going to add that to the pile of all the loveliness. Look, that one I did yesterday, we've got a mini version of it already done. This lady's doing her blocks at 8 inch because she wants to do everything quite small. Lovely. Job did. Look, there's 2 more catching up there. I think they're Angela's. Loveliness. Now, what I would say is I know that there's more of you out here doing this, from messages and conversations and things like that. Please show your photos to everybody. Do you know, be proud of what you're doing. I say this all the time and have done for years and years and years. A lot of us have got this thing about my stuff's not good enough. I can't show, I can't do this, I can't do that. Do you know what? What a load of old piffle. If you've had some lovely time making something, if it's absorbed you and focused and you've enjoyed and you have created, what does it matter? I don't give a damn what anybody thinks personally. It is what it is. Mine will be full of flaws and all sorts of stuff, but I've enjoyed myself and I would hope that you have. So what I want to say is, please, I've set up a Facebook group, all right, and it's called, I have to check this, Patchwork Witterings of Abby Ann. All right, now on there, please go and join it. It's an open public whatever. It's all for happiness only though. I'm not having any miserable stuff going on. All right, and pop your photos on because that actually encourages everybody else. How do I lay my colours out? What can we do? Oh look, actually that 8 inch one's lovely. I don't want to do 12 inch blocks. Ideal. I could perhaps copy that and carry on. We get so many inspirations from each other in that manner. And I actually get a bit of feedback as well, which is always helpful because I don't know, am I doing the right thing? I'm just sat here wittering, as we know, and hopefully getting you all doing a bit. Right, so that's the first one. All right, so I'm going to off my list. So we've got Patchwork Wittering Group on Facebook. All right, put your photos on, done the photos, lovely. Pictures so far, done that. Whilst we're on a bit of a what is and who is and all the rest of it, you'll find all of my patterns, if indeed you want to have a play, not this particular one, because actually this is a mystery quilt, and it's a mystery to me because I've not even decided what we're doing. But everything else you will find on my Facebook, on my website. I don't know if you can see that. That's abbyane.com. All right. Today we got boats. Right. Last year, lovely weather and all the rest of it, I got invited to go and teach at a retreat in Beer, in Devony type place up there a bit. Dorset, up there, up the coast a bit. All you lovely ladies up there, I'm sorry, my geography is absolutely hopeless unless I'm in Cornwall, and even then it's a bit dubious. And we did all sorts of lovely stuff. It was Southwest Quilters ladies, and we had a couple of days there playing and doing and creating and having a giggle and the odd gin and whatever else. And in between I went out and I did a little bit of wandering and some photo taking, and they're known for their fishing boats and stuff down there. So this was my creation, having done that retreat. Now it is a plique. This particular one, I have to say, one of my class ladies made my sample for me because I don't get a lot of time these days. Carol, thank you very much, Carol. And it's very jolly. No, what am I saying, Carol? Wasn't Carol did this one? This was Mary that did this one. Do you know I've got 3 or 4 of you out there that do these lovely things for me? This was Mary, because Mary's the bongers lady, bless, that does all these tiddly tiny whatever needle turn applique. That's bloody amazing if I say so myself. Personally, I'd have gone the Bonderweb route because I find that stuff is lovely and I can do things with it. So, you know, each to their own. But that pattern anyway, what I was trying to say was, that's a pattern that is available on my website shop, if indeed you fancy, with all sorts of other patterns. And the reason I'm saying that today and I'm putting it out a bit is because I put on yesterday on my Facebook page a picture of a different boat one that I've got design that a lady had sent me a photo of to say, oh look, how I did this in class last year, I finished it, look how it is. I thought it looked fabulous, so I stuck it on my Facebook page and everyone's gone nuts on it because it's lovely. Quite rightly so. She's done a cracking job of it. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm going to start sticking up a few other bits that I can show you to hopefully inspire you. Things do not have to just be a big quilt. Things could be all sorts of playing, including owls and stuff above. You know, we all do stuff, don't we? And I'm also fully aware at the minute, a conversation I had with another lady this morning, and I have to say, talking to a couple of people yesterday, although we're all at home now, or say all, or majority of us should be at home, isolating or whatever we're doing, and some of us can't actually get focused to even do our lovely hobby. And I can sympathise with that, empathise with that. I can see it because it is difficult. Do you know what? It's so unsettling and stuff what's going on. But for me, do try, even if you're only having like half an hour, try and settle into your hobby. It can absorb us. You know how totally and utterly over the top we get with all of our patchwork and our fabric and our textile stuff. Let it take over. If it is only for half an hour or an hour, I know times are worrying. Try and put it at your doorstep and have a little bit of creativity. There's nothing better than doing something, looking at it after and thinking, I did that. Despite all that rubbish, I did that. And I'm actually quite pleased with that. And oh, actually that might get you going and do a few other bits. Don't take on anything too huge at first, maybe just pull out an old UFO and have a little go. And if you're really not even into that, it's like I've been saying every day, bit of exercise, tidy your workroom. Now Cherie, I know, has gone completely over the top. I said 5 minutes a day. I've got the impression she's doing a little bit more than that, and this is also worrying to me because, like, tidy workroom, have I unleashed a monster? I'm not sure. She's got loads of empty pins of packets and packets of pins and no pins. Really seriously worrying. I reckon she's lent them to somebody in class, myself personally, and that they'll come floating back at a later point. But anyway, so we're talking a little bit of exercise, a little bit of tidy, a little bit of absorption of what's going on, and a little bit of achievement for the day. Right, okay, so I've done my legs, I've done my exercise and my tidy for the day, done patterns, thank you very much. Double Snuggle. I was talking to you all yesterday about the free pattern that I've got out there for you all. If you go on to my website, abbyane.com, if you go onto the blog and go back into the archives from about June last year onwards, then every month there's a couple of patterns and how to for the different blocks. All right, so just a quick recap. That there's the quilt. All right, so yesterday we were just talking, let's do the first block, which was that there 9 patch of rectangles as opposed to squares as normal. Right, okay, so today's one I'm just going to mention to you is that one there, which is sort of a lopsided log cabin. All right, and it starts off with a little rectangle, and then it's round, fat ones on the side, thin ones on the top. What I was playing at here really was the fact that I had a hole that shape and I had to fill it up. So it's, what can I fill it up with? What can I do that's actually a recognised pattern, quite nice to do and a bit of fun, and some might learn, that can be a little bit different. So the log cabin got a bit messed up, hence the red in the middle. All right, traditionally, apparently, the red in the centre of a log cabin, you can have a completely blue quilt or a green quilt or something and have a little tiny little bit of red in it in the middle of the log cabin block. I'm talking a sampler or whatever, sampler quilt. So that red indicates the hearth of the home, yeah, so the hearth of the cabin. Different places around the world we have different reasonings. All right, so also another thing that I've been told, rightly or wrongly, I don't know, you get a dark half and a light half of your block, so you use 4 fabrics, 2 dark, 2 light, and they alternate each side as you go round. Apparently this is the forest and this is the reclaimed land and the garden and the lovely and the log cabin in the middle. I like that idea as well. I think that's all good. So the how to, what to, as I say, is in my blog on my Facebook page. A few points when you're log cabining. All right, whatever shape you've got in that centre, so my little red rectangle, which is 1 inch by 2 inch, get it accurate. See, it's that word again, isn't it? If you can get that accurate, and from there on in everything accurate, it will look lovely. If that's a bit skew in the centre and a bit off, well, the whole block's going to be off, isn't it? Because you're literally following it around. Now, whatever way you decide to join, carry on joining all your pieces in the same direction. If you stop and go backwards, it throws all of your dimensions out and your colour placement out and all that sort of stuff. So just keep going round and round and round. All right, so in the middle, and that'd be number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4, and each time you're going right the way across the edge of everything that you've got. All right, but there's instructions, as I say, on my blog. You'll find them. I think it was June last year, maybe July, something like that, and it will give you the dimensions that you need to make it. All right, what I would say, like most of my stuff, certainly with this quilt here, if you make your block a bit bigger, all good, because at a later point we can always shrink it slightly if we have to. My usual bodge being that if it's too small we add a bit, if it's too big we take a bit off, you know, unless it's a design that has to be spot on. I don't see a problem with a little bit of bodging myself, you know. So that's today's sort of little task on top of yesterday's. Now yesterday's, I'm just going to recap for you. Says she was this here tooth dog looking into whatever, that one that looked a bit coggy like, yeah, and there's a bit of a photo up there. Before I actually put it all together, I'd laid it all out to make sure that I got my colour placement right. Okay, so we're hopeful that this is going to go. Do you know what, I thought I started a pig, but he's not going TikTok down here, so I've probably bored you silly by now. I have no idea how many minutes this is. It's probably too many minutes. So do you know what else have I got on here, and then I'm going to disappear on you. So we've done the double snuggle. Oh, there we go, YouTube. I'm putting all of these here witterings onto YouTube. I've now got apparently a YouTube channel. That to me is absolutely hysterical. But there we are, apparently this is what we do in life. So my YouTube channel is called Abby Ann Patchwork Quilting and Textiles, which is basically what I tend to call all of my stuff. And I apparently have to ask you all, would you please subscribe to this channel? And there's a little bell or something that you hit whilst you're doing your subscribing. Oh, there we are, Piglet is doing. And that apparently tells you when I've got a new video gone on. I think, if I've understood that correctly, because technical isn't really me these days. Technical stopped when I left my government job years and years and years ago, and it's like, oh, I don't need to do that anymore, and now I'm finding I'm having to, which is a bit of a bind, but there we are. So yeah, so please, over to YouTube, please subscribe. That's hugely apparently important, and I thank you for that. All right, so that's that. Feedback of the Witterings is always good. I'm very aware also that a couple of people have said, oh, I've had a quick look at the first couple. I'm going to come back to them in a few days when I'm ready to sit and do. So I shall hopefully title these that you can understand where you are and which ones you need to look at. All right. So that's the YouTube bit going on. And then my last thing of the day, friends, don't forget your friends. Don't forget your acquaintances. What is it they say? Our really close friends we count on one hand, but everybody... But do you know what? I think we've probably all got a bit more than that if we really stop and think about it. All those that you feel might need a bit of support, give them a shout. Say hello to them. Stick them in the direction of the Witterings. If they're a patchworker, who knows? If they just want to giggle at who this nutter is, put them in touch with the Witterings. It's just a bit of fun, and I hope that you're appreciating it. I really do. And if not, we need to do some more then, and patchwork and stuff and happiness. I'm going to make tomorrow's block that is going to go in the Wittering quilt. Now, as I say, it's a put together, chop it up, and put it back together again. So wish me luck. It might work, it might not work. You know what these things are like. So happy sunshine day. Go plug into your sunshine, nice view, whatever's going on. I'm going to come round and switch you all off. All right, happy day folks. Thank you. Eyes are coming. Eyes are coming. Hello. I'm going to lift you up and turn you around gently. Just like this. Look. So we're like that. We're like that. We're like, look at the sunshine out there. And the door's wide open. Have a happy day.